Hi guys, welcome to day 22 of our 31-day weight training program. Today we're going to be focusing on biceps and triceps, 4 exercises, again 3 times 12. First starting with barbell bicep curls, cable push downs, single arm cable extension for our triceps. So what we're essentially going to be doing is when we're ready, we'll be grabbing a resistance band, putting it on the side of the bar here. Effectively, and from a side profile, I'll be standing straight. I'll be having the resistance band in my hand here, and I'll be extending my arm out to help and try to engage that tricep. So that's essentially what that is for us, we're going to be doing today. And the last thing we've got, hammer curls. So let's get into it. Should be a good session. While I'm getting ready, I'll grab my resistance band. I'll get that set up as well, so it's ready to go. We essentially use a pretty much, wouldn't call it a light gauge, but we use a light resistance band for this one. I used to do it with a cable machine, so with resistance band you can pretty much just effectively just continuously move yourself further away. So when we get to it, we'll be sitting like this, hands supporting the elbow, we extend their arm out like this. Okay. Cool, hope that's a good explainer. We've got our barbell curls first. Thought I'd use easy grip bar today. Good, change up a bit. All right, let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool. Good work. Have a little rest. Really importantly, as we're going through the set and doing bicep curls, especially while standing, that we refrain from swinging our torso to help us get through the last few sets. Despite the fatigue and the pain we may be feeling at the end, just gotta push through it, you know. Could be a precursor to using too much weight. So you may have to drop the weight down a little bit to get those last few sets out. But as I always say, there's nothing wrong with challenging yourself. Certainly achieve the last few, but it inherently comes with a level of risk, so you certainly want to try to avoid that as much as possible. Risk of injury, that is. All right, let's get into our second set now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice work. Now if I had a flat bar, I'm not using the Olympic bar for example, I could move my hands in varying different places along the bar. Because as you see, the wider out you are, change the variation. So if you come in nice and close, directly straight in front, again, changes the complex, changes the variation in the bicep curl too. I could come in close, but for me it kind of sits within the bend in the curve, so it kind of alters my wrist position. One of the things as well, which I've omitted to talking about, is when I first started actually doing bicep curls, I actually used to get some injury while holding the bar. And so we're using easy grip bar like this, we could actually assist in that issue with the wrist. Ultimately for me it was about my flexibility, which I needed to work on and got better at. And then never had any more issues with it since, so yeah. Just a bit of insight to what I found myself. All right, let's get into our third and final barbell curl now. Or easy grip curl, if you want to call it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice work. One of the other things I wanted to mention as well, and it certainly comes into play or when it comes to shoulder exercises, for example. But one of the things an old trainer of mine always used to try to advise me to keep aware of is if I'm doing a bicep curl on a single or even on a double, to always avoid looking down at the one side predominantly and going through. Just stay focused, because inherently it could add some additional risk to your neck whilst doing the movement, especially if you're going to start cheating. And look, if you're keeping focused on what's in front of you, kind of keeps you more in the moment and not trying to, focus on what your bicep's doing. You can feel it through the muscle, feel it through the movement of the bar itself. So just something else that I thought I'd mention. Now we've got our tricep push downs now. Okay, so let's go here. There we go. Okay, as I always say when I do this, I don't normally encourage the whole flaring out of the wrist at the bottom. I've never been an advocate of that. I've never found it being effective for myself. Look, if you find instruction from a trainer or let's just call it isolated to a trainer, go with their advice. For me, this is all my own personal experiences, and that's all it is really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. As you would hear me say time and time again, and I try not to repeat myself again, but always make sure that whenever you're using cable equipment, you do a quick little observation of it first, make sure it's in good working order, no risk of cracks, frays, tears within the cabling, or even any of the pulley systems. Now, as I always say, maybe not an expert in the equipment you're using, but for our own self-assurances, it's always good just to have a quick little look at the instrument anyway. Just make sure everything's okay and it's safe for you to use. And again, if you're cautioned or worried about any part of the instrument you're using, just speak to someone. If you're doing it in the gym, have a chat with them. If you're doing it at home, any person you consult with is yourself. So always make sure you're doing everything as safe as possible, is all I can say. Let's get into our set 2 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Excellent work. Make sure you grab some water if you need it. All right, guys, let's get into our third and final set now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Excellent work. Have a quick rest, grab some water if you need it. Next we've got our single arm resistance band extensions. Now, as I said, you can easily do this on a cable machine. My preferred option when I used to do this back in the gym was doing via cable machine. When I couldn't get access to the gym anymore and I was working out at home, I always just used to use the resistance band because it's just as easy. So, and look, you can get different sizes of resistance bands. The further progression you get with strength, excuse me. And so yeah, you can get better and stronger. So, hand under your elbow here, pulling through. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Change the other side now. Again, make sure you support your elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good work. Have a rest. Good job. All right. I was tempted to try my other band to see whether it was possible to do it. So I thought I'd give it a try. I don't want to shortchange myself. As again, I always say, it's always good to challenge yourself. Just got to know your limits as well. The other thing you do as well, I do actually have a handle attachment. Handle attachment keeps your hand flat, so that because when you're holding the band, it kind of curls in your fingers where the bar itself kind of keeps your hand straight and flat. So might do that next time, or you could even do it yourself if you've got one available. So again, elbow supporting or hand supporting your elbow, and pull through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice work. Let's go to the last one on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that was much better to do it that way. I feel as though I should get my handle out to show you the exemplar. There we go. Examples paint a better picture, I think. So this is the handle I'm talking about. Keeps everything nice and flat. Go through there. Attach that on. Now we go back through this way too. Going through there. The right height. And Hey presto, we're ready to go for our third and final set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh. Adding the handle in certainly makes you more accountable to that hand position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, that was good. Very happy I upgraded the weight just then. Certainly didn't cheat myself out of that last set, I tell you. All right, one exercise to go and we're finished. So hammer curls. I was thinking about getting 15s, but I think I won't overdo myself and not make the full sets. I'm gonna keep to a 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Nice work. As you can imagine, we just split up and did 12 each side, so hence the count. Alright, while we're having a bit of a rest, put some equipment away so it's not in our way anymore. Makes that clean up later as well, much easier. Okay, let's get into our second set now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yes. Good work. You may note normally I do a hammer curls 2 arms at the same time. Thought I'd change it up today. As I always say, time and attention is always good, and so just holding the weight continuous even while the other one's working and this other one's on rest, it's still engaged, still mechanically holding the weight, so I find I get a much better engagement through doing that. But again, each to their own, and next week you may see me doing them both again at the same time, so it's always good to have some variation and differences along the way. Alright, we've got one more to go, and that's us for the day. Really good session. It's one of the sessions that, except for the chest workout, I enjoy the most. Is the arm workout and the chest workout, my two favorites. So, all right, let's get into our third and final set now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Whew. Excellent work. Well guys, thanks for tuning in today. 22 is done. Good number as well and good session. So thank you all for tuning in and we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.